Some interesting updates when it comes to the pile of garbage known as Cuties. I just want to go to the trailer that's over on YouTube right now. And I'm going to do my best to not show any images from this trailer because I try to have a higher standard, at least than Netflix over here. So look at this. 489,000 dislikes. We got 16,000 journalists and Hollywood employees that like it. Cuties sitting over 2 million views, and you almost have 500,000 people disliking it. That's glorious. I love it. I'm surprised they have not turned off the likes and dislikes and comments because the comments are pretty brutal as well. I'm glad to see this. I'm glad to see people coming together to do something. Everybody, but of course, the woke Twitter activists who go after drawings of anime girls, those are far, far worse than a Netflix movie that exploits children in woke Twitter's eyes. They would much rather organize to cancel people over anime girl boobs. That's a little bit different to them. They, of course, support canceling people over anime, not exploitation of children. High standards over on the woke Twitter. Very high standards indeed. Also, people are coming together. They have this nice petition that got started to say they don't like degeneracy and they don't like pedophilia. Hey, Netflix, stop sexually exploiting children for profit. So we almost have 200,000 people putting their name down on this petition. I think that that's lovely. And I'd like to see it grow past 200,000, to be honest. I'd like to see it hit 1 million. I wonder if Netflix will actually put this movie out because, well, it's getting, the backlash is real. Unless you're on woke Twitter, then they don't really care. But we have an apology that did come out, kind of, for Netflix. They apologize for the inappropriate Cuties poster, which I'm not going to show. You'll have to look it up if you haven't seen it. But they replaced it with the original poster for the film when it came out in France. The film that I want to point out won a Sundance Film Award. And then it turns out I saw a couple of people talking about how the guy who helped co-found Sundance is charged with being a child abuse. He was charged with sexually abusing a child. So that's pretty interesting. I'm not saying that, that film winning an award at Sundance and that are related, but, just think about it. So that's interesting. But here's the really interesting thing. Check this out. Over on Rotten Tomatoes. Critics love Cuties. Love Cuties. 82% fresh over on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, I will point out, only 17 critics have chimed in, right? The film's not out yet. It's a few critics have seen it, and they love it. This is a kind of movie that they can get behind. They love it. This is a stunning and brave film. Stunning and brave. Audience score 6%. This is why I hate journalism and critics and all of these people, because look at what they praise. They praise shit like this. Cuties is certified fresh over on Rotten Tomatoes. How disgusting. Look at this. It's never been so obvious when you look at this score on the differences between regular people and critics. I don't think you could ever find a more clear picture of this than just looking at this right now with your own eyes. And you can go look at this yourself. It's on RottenTomatoes.com. Just go there and search Cuties. You'll find it for yourself. This is this was pretty shocking. Well, actually, it wasn't shocking. Now that I think about it, it was expected. Maybe I just had some hope, that there'd still be a sliver of humanity left in the critic circles. But I was wrong. I was wrong. So, yeah, this film is probably going to come out. And what the real funny story is going to be when the film premieres on Netflix, we're going to have higher than 17 critics. My prediction right now, I have a prediction, that score is going to rise up at almost at 100%. I bet you it hits I bet you it hits 95 and up at the end of the day. They're going to praise the performances, the dance scenes. Well, that's their favorite scenes, obviously, the dance scenes. They're tuning in for the twerking itself. So it's going to be really funny to watch. By the way, a little follow-up to my video yesterday. I posted that on Twitter, and it caused quite a stir with woke Twitter, by the way, where I talked about how these people will organize against Uzaki-Chan, but there's no organizing from woke Twitter when it comes to movies like Cuties. They're okay with that. In fact, woke Twitter celebrates it. We got this response right here. Someone apparently, if you don't like movies like Cuties, you're a bigot. It's pretty hot, brave, and courageous. Why be a bigot? These girls are just showing how to be their true selves. Why be against that? You don't like seeing women succeed, I guess? Just another male defending the patriarchy. Sigh. What a fucked up world we live in. What a fucked up world we live in. Anyway, that's all I got. Let me know what you guys think about all of this degeneracy. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Also, if you would throw a like up, share the video. Make sure you still subscribe. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell, and I will see you on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring Store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out.
How dare you!